It's my opinion, having studied it quite closely for a large chunk of my adult life, that there's nothing qualitatively different about what Israel is doing in Gaza. It always targeted civilians. It always targeted schools. It always targeted hospitals. It always targeted UN workers, journalists. That's not new. That's old news. The magnitude, however, has changed. And to indicate what has changed in the magnitude, I think the following expression does indicate the change. During Israel's high-tech killing sprees in Gaza, cast lead, pillar of defense, protective edge, Israel described it as, we're mowing the lawn. That was the metaphor they used. You might note a very sick metaphor, because half of Gaza is children. So when you talk about taking a mower into Gaza, you're talking about smashing the skulls of children. The very fact that that metaphor was so casually used for a population, half of whom are children, and that it never registered how pathological that metaphor is, tells you about the sensibility of the mainstream society when it came to Gaza. But the difference now is very stark. Up until October 7th, the goal was to mow the lawn. But now the goal is different. The goal now is, there's a fancy word, extirpate. Anyone here know what that word means? I'm going to be disappointed if nobody knows. It's unacceptable. There are a lot of young people in this room, and I do not accept.
I see old hand in the back.
I don't want to see one hand. There should be many hands up. Come on, guys. Yes. Not exactly to destroy. Yes. Stand up. This is our Arab Muslim Webster. Can you say it again? Yes, it means to pull out by the root. And good for you for that. The goal now is to extirpate, to pull out from the root every blade of grass in Gaza, which in the terminology of the current Israeli government, which they've repeated many, many a time, the goal is to make Gaza uninhabitable, to make Gaza unlivable. And in fact, when I was preparing after October 7th, because I had forgotten a lot of the details, I was rereading the book on Gaza. Can you just bring it up if you don't mind? Thank you so much. And at the very end, we'll see. Here, at the very end of the book, when I was rereading it, I came across this statement by an Israeli. This was 2015. And the senior Israeli official, he said, "Another war with Gaza is inevitable. We cannot conduct a constant war of attrition," namely keep mowing the lawn. We can keep mowing the lawn. He said, "Therefore, the next conflict has to be the last conflict." And it turned out, those weren't my words, this was a senior Israeli official, but the words were prophetic, that they were not going to keep mowing the lawn. The next conflict would be the last conflict. And that's their intention now.